is good in the neighborhood? You already know who it is. It's the one and only MVP and
Yo, it's Mr. Hitting with that. Yo,
yo.
yo. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
Man, you know who it is, man. It's the boogie and the beat, man. So that's gonna make the beat man boogie or the boogie and the beat live in the building. We got a good show for y'all lined up for tonight. Y'all stick around.
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is hate or debate.
Pulls up three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Wins the game at the buzzer! Oh my God! They know that!
What is good, everybody? How y'all doing, man? What's good with you, Boogie? How you doing today, brother?
Man, I already know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm laid back like the Maybach with the shades cracked, man. Let's get it, man.
Live in the building, man. You already know. We got some Niners talk for y'all, and we got some basketball talk for y'all. We gonna go ahead and get this Niner talk out of the way. Not too much football today out here, you know what I'm saying? But we got some updates on the team, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off with the most outstanding one with the Niners and the Giants talk, man. We got Nick McLeod from y'all, man. How you feeling about that trade right there, man?
Yo, I'm unaware of the whole Nick McLeod. What position does he play?
It was this just happened too. It was like yesterday. Nick McLeod, he is a cornerback, but he also is a
It
special
doesn't
team
matter what
specialist.
position he plays, man. What we talking about? Like for real. Like I was really trying to be patient about it, but there ain't no real talk. I mean, and we gonna really talk about something. Let's talk about that. You
But
been
that is
talking.
that is real talk because where we lack where no, but seriously, we gotta be straight up with the people. Where do we lack
Okay.
the most on the Niners? Special teams. He's a special teams specialist.
No, but nah, I'm just like all BS aside, man, that's just y'all, you know what I'm saying, making a little play. And like that's good for y'all, man. Like for me, like, I'm still sitting here, man, and I look over the roster and yeah, the roster is imposter. You ever had an imposter roster? Yeah, that's what that is. I don't even like I was talking to some dudes from NY today, man. Shout out to Kevin, shout out to William, man. I'm at the bar, like, talking my talk. And they like, yo, bro, like, yo, how you feel about it? I was like, how I feel. And one of them was Jets fan. One of them was Jets fan. I was like, bro, like, he was like, yo, you can come over here. I was like, never. Like,
They
yo, the
blowing that up.
Jets.
They blowing that up.
But nah, like, on all serious aside, like 49ers, man, that that'd be an extra piece that y'all can throw into the mix, man. And but the real conversation today is about the guy you've been bigging up all year about making sure, you know what I'm saying, you lock up your guys. Is it something you want to talk about with that?
Yeah, definitely, man. Demo Lenore, man, he's been like the last 2 years, like since 22, but the last 2 years, Demo Lenore, Diamador Lenore, for those that don't know, man, he signed for 5 years. They said it was 92 million, but they still haven't really disclosed the actual price that he got for. And he they were talking about him, and I watched the interview with him, and he was saying, he woke up in a different bracket and everything, and he broke out into tears because it's generational wealth for him and his family. You know what I mean? I mean, you go from a guy that's still on a rookie contract. He didn't go high in the draft, so it wasn't like no millions or attached to him. The man bet on himself. He played, and we see him week in and week out getting better. It really showed this year in training camp while everybody was, still with the drama for the Ayuk, still with the drama for the McCaffrey, still with the drama for Trent Williams, you know what I mean? So you really didn't know what was going on in practice, but that was a name that stood out in all of the practices as well as last year, this year, and his play. You know what I mean? I think that was very, very good of them to do that. If they would have did that with Ayuk, they would have saved a lot of money. He even went on the record to say he would have signed for the 24.5 to the 26 if they would have signed him earlier. You know what I mean? I'm glad that they did this. This shows growth in what John Lynch is doing. You know what I mean? I really do like that, man. I'll let you speak on it a little bit, man.
Well, you know what I mean? What I do like about this San Francisco organization is that, you know what I mean, they take care of their people, bro. So,
Mm.
like, and then shout out to, you know what I mean, Lenore as far as his work ethic. Like, you know what I mean? I'm always, I love those stories of those dogs that work from nothing to something, bro. Like, it's just something, and it make you appreciate it more, bro, because when it's given to you, bro, I've been seeing people fumble the bag, you know what I mean? Like Tiki Barber used to do before he started carrying that ball like this. You know what I'm saying? But like I've seen people fumble the bag like really easily, you know what I mean? And you see some of these athletes, some of these guys out here, you know what I mean, are shooting bad. So yeah, shout out to the San Francisco for taking care of their people, man, and locking up them pieces, man, because that is definitely what you want to do, man. Especially when you are running a well-oiled machine, bro. Like you know what I mean. I've heard on multiple phases, of our podcast is that you speak highly of this guy, man. And so I'm only gonna lean on your word with this because I know you are more in tune to what's going on in that organization than what I am. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So if you go out here, that speaks to everybody, you know what I mean? I think everybody can appreciate them, that hard work paying off. A lot of times, man, people work hard and then they don't really get to reap the benefit of it, man. So shout out to all you hard workers right there. Maybe that's inspiring to you. If it's not inspiring to you, it's definitely inspiring to me because you know what I mean. I've been lived it. Like I like literally started from the bottom. Now we here. Like for real. Like I've been at the bottom and I've been at the top. You know what I mean? But
Good
right
growth.
now, yeah. So that's just facto. But yeah, man. So shout out to y'all, man. I like that for you. Um, I like what San Fran is going to do, like moving forward. As far as like I told you, don't panic. And when I say that, I really mean that, man, because this is a steadfast organization, man. And I know you have your disagreements as far as what Kyle does, but what I can say about what Kyle does, man, is he really puts a winning product out there. So Kyle done been to 4, you know what I'm saying, NFC championships. So a lot of it, like it does come out into fruition, like, you know what I mean? Even if he loses, it's like, yo, like in order for you to get there, you gotta go through me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
getting there is a thing. Yeah, getting there is a thing.
Yeah,
And having
so
your name and your team stamped on it is major.
yeah, so you know what I mean, and there's a couple organizations that's really, you know what I mean, kind of shell shocked the Green Bays of the world, the uh Dallases, like it's organizations that's really like y'all the only team that's standing in my way type. You know what I'm saying?
What do you feel about? Because I saw on a lot of podcasts, I saw on a lot of shows they were saying about the Debo Samuels telling the punter, well, the kicker, you know what I mean? Hey, lock in. This is after he missed 3 kicks, and I saw a lot of the people speaking, and what they were speaking, they first said he grabbed him by the neck. He didn't grab him. First of all, that's first and foremost. If you watch the play, he was talking to the kicker, telling him lock in, but in not such light words or whatever. However they wanted to take it, okay. I'm cool with a teammate telling me that because he knows what I can do. If he's saying you fucking suck, get off of the field, that's the difference. He telling you lock in, I know you back. Everything's like this. You done missed 3 right now. You know what I mean? Lock in. Let's go. And then Taping Peppers comes in, and he's taking up for the kicker because the kicker, the holder, and all of them, they have, well, the hiker, the kicker, and the punter, they have their old thing. They're a group in themselves. You know what I mean?
Facts, facts,
So
facts.
he's coming to stand up for him. But why are you standing up for somebody? He's not saying you trash and you know what I mean, doing this like this. And when he ran up, that's a big dude because he's a lineman. He got to hike the ball. He also got to hold his spot. He ran up on him. Debo, like, you know what I mean? That's what I saw. Like, yo, get out my face type. You know what I mean? You back
Yeah.
up. I'm talking to him right now. And when he did that, you know, people asked Kyle about it at the end of it. He was like, he didn't see it. And I think that's a part of the problem. People was talking about it and they like, that's up to the special teams coach. He's a problem right now. So with Debo wearing that C on his chest and going over there to do that, I think that's fine because this is even quoted from Jerry Rice. If my team or our team was playing like that when we won the Super Bowl, would have been fights on the sideline. We're not playing like how we supposed to be playing. We're not holding up to the standard. Somebody's got to do it. Remember when Ayuk and Warner was fighting in practice last year? They didn't speak on that. I guess it was two black people. I don't know. But Debo goes up and talks to the kicker, and the way they were trying to angle it, like Debo, you dropped this pass. You're not as fast as you used to be. That's not what's at hand right now. We about to lose this game because you missed 3 kicks. This is also the same kicker that lost us the Super Bowl because you missed that kick in the Super Bowl that made us go into overtime. I mean, what else can you say or what else can you do in that situation when you want to win and you know, like what you said all of this time, this is the time we get on that roll. If we would have lost it, then imagine the team morale. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry I went on a rant, but what do you feel about that situation right there, bro?
You really didn't go on the rant. I mean, you touched on a lot of things. And first of all, like the standard is going to be the standard, right? So if Debo is getting at his team and trying to inspire his team, I don't have no problem with that. I think you know what I mean. What the media is probably the one that's making a bigger spectacle than what it is, because if we're in a competition, bro, I should be able to hold you to a standard and say, bro, yo, like, you know what I mean? And give you some encouraging words, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, like, yo, let's lock in. Lock
Right.
in. You know what I'm
Accountability.
saying? I think it went more of a microscope because it happened, like, you know what I mean? Like, right now, we in an age of social media, of the viral moments of the camera. The camera's always on you, right? So you know what I mean. At the end of the day, it's like, all right, you got this situation, which is probably really not a big deal because at the end of the day, we're both, you know what I'm saying, in agreement because we're both trying to win.
Right.
I don't look down on you no less as a teammate as if like if I would want you to come up to me if I'm missing passes and be like, yo, bro, keep your head up, lock in. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what we should be able to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hold each other to a standard. So, like, I don't look at it like for me. Like, I look at it as like fake news. You know what I mean? But for the others, man, like, of course, you need a media soundbite. And not all sound bites are good sound bites, yo. Just because such and such is talking about this or such and such is talking about that, you don't even need to entertain it. Really, like, all right, that happened between two teammates. Guess what? You can be looking at it at the end of the year, and these two teammates will be the first people celebrating if they win a championship. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I like the grittiness of it because guess what? We're not gonna be over here just settling for mediocre, yo. Like we're out here really trying to win. So yeah, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
Right. And also what they were trying to do with that, they were saying like how Kelsey last year in the Super Bowl, how he was on Andy Reid like that. And I was like, well, yeah, he did that, but guess what? They won that game. Debo did that to that kicker. He didn't miss no more kicks after that conversation. So you could say it was bad or whatever. Like I'll say this. It's never right to put your hands on nobody like that. You know what I
Nah,
mean? Even if old boy, how he ran up, like I'll agree with those guys on that. But when somebody running up to you and you come from a different place, you're going to protect yourself by putting that hand out. That wasn't him going in, targeting him and pushing him or putting his hand on his neck like some of them said. That was, he saw him coming. That was basically a stiff arm. You know what I mean? Man, back up, man. Get
guess what?
out of here.
That's how it always is. They always try to catch the same person that did it. They don't catch the initial act of what happened. You know what I'm saying? That happens in the court of law every day. You know what I'm saying? You can go in a situation, they be like, yo, like, you be like, yo, this person did this. But they seen you do that, and you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different outcome. So, like, yo, when I'm looking at that, I'm just looking at that as friendly fire.
Yeah.
Y'all good. I want that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's competitive, they be like, y'all, like, that's nothing. Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? We walking in that because you know what? We want to be great. And especially when you chasing greatness. Like when you just chasing mediocrity, it's like, oh, that's a big deal when, like, all right, y'all mediocre. But you know what I mean? When you out here really trying to, like, chase something and you know what kind of, like, team y'all are and what kind of team y'all can be, and what's the standard been, you know, over the last 4 or 5 years. Because like I said, yo, they've been, you know what I mean, in the NFC Championship. They probably, did y'all miss it one time? Because I know, or was it like 4 straight times? Like y'all,
I think it was 4 straight.
Because San Fran and Kansas City neck and neck. Like y'all been in, y'all be at the NFC Championship game or the AFC Championship game. That is consistent. It goes through y'all.
Right. And speaking of stiff arms, what do you feel about that play? Because, you know, they've been saying Bosa, he has a hip pinch. A hip pinch? I never heard of it, but I can see how he's running out there and everything. But you saw the play when he went to go get Baker Mayfield and he's running alongside with him while the man is like just holding him till he get that pass off on 4th down. Bosa,
they said Baker stiff arm him, man. I seen the stiff arm.
Look, he did stiff arm, but Bosa was holding his arm the whole time. Bro, if that's me, I'm going to just hold your arm and fall to the ground. I'm not running beside you. And they asked Bosa about it. He was like, he didn't want to get fined for tackling him too hard. Brother, you didn't even tackle him. You didn't pull him. You saw when his body was taking shape to pass. You could even just push him to throw his trajectory off. You just ran with him.
Well, that's one of those plays, people, man, because the game that got sensitive, man. I hate to say it. As much as I love the NFL, and I really do love the NFL, man, you know what I mean? The defense, they are the part of the game that suffers the most.
Yeah, you can't do
the defense suffers the most because it's like, bro, like you moving at such a speed, but you got to know like a lot of rules at the same time. If I'm going after a quarterback, I can't hit him below the knees. If I'm going, you know what I'm saying, I can't grab you, you know what I mean, by the horse collar. If I'm going at any player, I gotta make sure I'm leading with my shoulder and not with my helmet. So it's a lot of things that come into fruition as you being a defensive player. And shout out to all the guys that still play defense and still make that thing look effortless. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys because y'all are
it's not an easy thing to do. It's definitely
for real, bro.
You think about how big the helmet is.
Man, I don't care what y'all say. Guys like a TJ Watt, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Ramsey. Like, these are guys that, like, they do this on so many levels, bro, like, and been doing it so consistently for a lot of years, bro. You know what I mean? Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are, like, one-to-one, bro. Like, certified first ballot Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Yep. I got
Aaron Donald, he just left, but, you know what I mean? Once Khalil Mack get done, we'll see about that. You know what I mean? The Bosa brothers. Aiden Hutchinson. Like, there's a lot of these guys, and you just be like, yo, Kayvon Thibodeau over there in the Giants. Dexter Lawrence, big sexy Dex on y'all, man. Sexy Dexy, yeah. Them guys that play these positions at a high level, bro. Like,
Before we jump off these Niners, I got like a two-part question and a couple more. All right. The first one is, do you think Kyle has been too slick with his play calling? And I ask that because McCaffrey's first game back with two Achilles tendons being the way that they are, Isaac Guerrero and JP Mason only ran the ball one time apiece. JP Mason, when he ran for 5.4 yards. McCaffrey averaged 3.4, 3.5. Why can't you mix that up like what we were talking about before, like how Detroit does? What is Cal doing when you got all those great backs and different looks with those, but you bring McCaffrey back and it's like you wave goodbye to these guys? What you think about that, man?
Hey Pete, honestly, I don't even think it was that. Like honestly, it was probably the information that we didn't hear. Because I know JP Mason had a shoulder injury.
He still
And
came in for 5 though, right?
yeah,
For
no,
that
no, no, no,
one that he got.
no. Yeah, no. He still did that, but I know he was injured, and then I don't know the situation with Guerrero. Maybe they don't trust Guerrero as much right now. But obviously, and this is just me from the outside. Christian McCaffrey was able to do that because Christian wanted to probably see where he was at for real, for real.
Understand?
I don't think that was really even playing. Like Kyle probably was like he probably had him on limited snap, and then he was probably talking to Christian the whole time.
He took all the snaps.
Yeah, so
Snaps, bro.
yeah, no, but I'm just saying he was probably talking to Christian the whole time, like bro, like, and Christian, like he's a gamer, bro, like you know what I mean, like so. Someone's probably like, yo, that's C, like. And after he really, you know what I mean, took a couple of hits, he was like, all right, we good. Like, let's really see where we at. Because you can do that in practice. You can simulate it in practice as much as you want. But your guys is not going to hit you like that.
That's the truth. And my thing is,
your guys ain't, especially if it's a bang play, your guys already know to pull back.
Right. And he was in the blue jersey as well with that too. My thing with that is, bro, if you out there and we understand and we know what's going on, bro, you got Mason and you almost lost that game because you was going to the pass too heavy when you had a lead. Instead of letting Mason go in and do what we know. Remember, he's still right now the number 4 running back in the league.
No. I know that. But see, I like what Kyle is, and guess what? And Kyle will mess you up. He'll mess you up next week.
Right.
Kyle,
and you think he was being real cute or being meticulous?
Yeah. I think he's trying to fill it out because you like over these next few games, like bro, these are important games, bro. We need to win these games.
Yeah, definitely.
It ain't like yo, bro. Like I as much as I like Mason, bro. I know what Cat do. I know what Cat Mac gonna do. And he provides something else to the playbook.
He did. This was the first game where they got yak yards.
That pass play, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that Mason's good, but I don't think Mason can do that. Like, the way Cat Mac run them routes.
Bro, that's the truth.
Like, it's different. Like, like, Christian McCaffrey is just as good as a running back as he is a receiver. And when he first got to the league, bro, like that was the knock for me. I was like, bro, I don't think he's gonna be able to be that guy that you can just hand it off and you know what I'm saying, give him 20 plus carries. But the kid came in, he got strong. The kid, he's exceeded expectations, bro, because
he was Wes Welker and LaDainian Tomlinson, man.
Bro,
one, man.
Mix. Yeah, for real, legit. That you know what? Hey, Pete, that's crazy. Can you repeat that one more time? Because that's a moment, and give you a little click 2 times. Because what you just say that one more time for the people that didn't hear you.
He like LaDainian Tomlinson mixed with Wes Welker, man. His
That's
his
hey,
the only thing that I'd say about him, like right now with the averages and everything, Mason is more of a power runner, right? This is what I would do because remember they had Debo doing running plays. Let Debo play wide receiver unless you're gonna give him a jet sweep or unless you're gonna give him a screen pass. He's got no reason to be in the backfield. It's always for negative yards. He struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let Mason do that. Let Mason do that. He's the best on this team right now as far as backs running in between tackles that you can trust like that. The man falls for
I agree.
5 yards. You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
That's all I'm saying. Let the man go in and work. You know what I mean? I'm with you on. We don't know exactly how he feels, so who knows why he didn't go back in. I'm hoping that it was Kyle was trying to be safe, but yeah, I think that's crazy to me. And also off of that with the injuries, do you remember the kicker that they released 2 kickers when they figured out Moody was off the injury list? Both of those kickers hadn't missed. They were 8 for 8. Moody came back in. He missed 3 of them and left the game in the balance. Like I said, he messed the game up a little bit, but he also saved Kyle because he hit the one that won. Could you imagine the flack that was going to be on Kyle after not just you missed the field goals and you know what I mean like that, but that is the same thing that happened all year. You got McCaffrey back, but you still have problems in the red zone. That's on
Okay.
you. That's not on the players and stuff. You still drawing up stuff. You're trying to be too fancy and cute. You used to own the red zone. Put what they say, they put Trent Williams and uh they put Kittle on the side of him. I mean, look at what Kittle did. 30 plus yards on the one bomb and then the toe tap, touchdown. You're not using your
Tony
weapons
two
like
step.
weapons.
The Tony two step.
You know what I mean? If Kittle doesn't make the Hall of Fame, it's because of Kyle Shanahan. If he was with Andy Reid, he'd already be in the Hall of Fame right now while still playing. You know what I
Kittle
mean?
going to the
Any
hall.
other coach, you know what you got with Kittle.
Kittle going to the hall, bro. Don't even worry about that. Kittle going to the hall. You ain't
He
even got to
is.
worry about that.
He
He
is.
going
And
to the hall.
remember playing against Tampa Bay, their weakness was up the middle. Who thrives the most up the middle?
Yeah.
His name rhymes with it, man. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get these guys right, do a little bit of quality control for him because I don't think he listened to nobody out here, man. And the last question I got for them, you know what I mean, for everybody, yeah, because I blended it. All right, check this out. The first half was kind of crappy, right? But in the second half of the game, your boy Purdy had 253 yards, no interceptions.
Oh, well.
Is Purdy elite or not? If he's not elite, how good is he?
Purdy is pretty good. That's it. Like he not elite. What's elite? Who we talking? Who's an elite?
He's still
Who's an
trending
elite?
up. I'd say that Mahomes is elite. I'd say that Lamar Jackson is elite. Everybody else is in the great tier, like how we talked about last week.
No, Josh Allen.
Nah, he's in that great tier. He's got a hell of an arm. I think he's got a better arm than Mahomes and Lamar Jackson because he throws a damn dart. He could.
No Joe Burrow.
Nope. I think he's still in that, you know what I mean? Because when those guys have bad games, they have really, really bad games.
No Matthew Stafford.
Nah, I think he's a great quarterback. I think he's lit. I think he's nice, but I wouldn't put him. You got to ask yourself that too. Would you put him up there with Stafford? I mean, would you not Stafford, but would you put him up there with Lamar?
I'm asking questions. I'm playing the devil advocate right now. Like I'm
All right.
asking you questions, yo. Like you don't
So
try to
this
confront
MVP,
me.
how about
Don't
the
try to
MVP that
confront
you and
me.
Black was talking about? Because that's why he didn't want to show up today. The other
Man, listen.
MVP, the other guy that's not even in the great tier, but showed up when the midnight struck and that limousine turned back into that pumpkin. You know who I'm talking about? Let me see if you know who I'm talking about.
Yo, don't do
Leading the league right now in turnovers. And y'all just
Oh,
talk
I
about he
know.
is in MVP
Ooh,
talk.
ooh. Oh, Jared Goff. I see
No,
them.
no, not golf. Not golf.
Sam Donald. Sam Donald.
Sam Darnold leading the league right now. And how did this happen so fast out of nowhere?
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you brought that up because yeah, Sam. Yeah,
He's doing Darnold things now.
listen, man. Let me give you some insight, man. I got. You know what I'm saying? What do you know? What I mean, one of my, you know what I mean, my close friends, man. He a Minnesota fan, and they're like, yo, I talking to bro, like, bro, like, yo, he's like, yo, all right, Sam did all right, but it's time for Sam to say good night. Yo, like, yeah. And so when I was talking to him, I was like, yo, you like he want the rookie right now, but the rookie tore the ACL, like so shit disposed of. But yo, Sam, like, yo, Sam, goddamn, Sam, I am.
Goddamn
I
Sam.
don't want no green eggs in him.
Please don't get it to me. Hey, shout out to everybody that's liking and loving us in the comments on Facebook, man. We
Yeah,
definitely do appreciate y'all. They having technical difficulties on there, so everybody's name is showing up under Facebook user. So I think it's StreamYard is going to be working on that, and that's the only reason we didn't get to get the name on whoever put their comment on the other night. That wasn't us being assholes. That was Facebook messing up with their link with StreamYard. They're working on it. We're going to get back to y'all real soon. We still appreciate it because we're getting all the likes and we're getting all the love, and we appreciate all of that, man. And while we speaking about the love and the likes, we're going to go ahead and take this time and give a shout out to all of our sponsors, starting from the top at Planet Vapor. 12 different locations for all of your vaping needs. Go down to all of those spots. If you can't get it there, go online to planet.vapor.com. Get yourself right. Get yourself right. All the way right, man. Shout out to Blind Fury Bro Studios, and I gotta give an extra shout out to the man above that kept my man safe. He was in a very, very bad car accident this past weekend leaving the show. It was some broken bones on some of the people that was in the car with him, and the car was annihilated. It's totaled. If you see the pictures of it, man, it's horrible. But shout out to him, the man upstairs, for keeping his favor on him, man. All the love down to him. And also shout out to Corey Rock Bottom Davis down at Rock Bottom Studios, the first Black-owned animation station in the state of South Carolina. And you already know, now that we got that out of the way, let's do some balling, man. Let's do some balling, brother. We had some games wrong last night, right? Let's do some balling, man. Who you want to start with, man? Orlando, Charlotte? Who you want to start with, brother?
let's start there.
All right, I was watching a bit of that game, man, and LaMelo is. I like the way LaMelo plays, and I don't like the way LaMelo plays at times because the way I see him play, he spends a lot on offense and not any on defense. His defense is, I'm gonna be there. My steps is gonna be with your steps, but I'm not exerting myself anywhere like that. And I see Charlotte like how I've seen them for a while since they got back to Charlotte from Louisiana or from all of that from the Bobcats. They have one star, or I wouldn't say a star. They have one super scorer and a whole bunch of could have been role players. What is going on with this team and the structure? Is their legacy in our lifetime going to be when Alonzo Mourning hit that jumper to get them to go to the damn playoffs? Is that all we're going to get out of them? I mean, it's like since they've been cursed since they got rid of Kemba because they were trending up with him.
Hey, you really can talk about this?
What we got to?
Let's talk about it. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, the guy, the GOAT, the guy that we, you know what I mean, we've been looked up to our whole life. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, It's not a good owner, man. Like I
He
hate that
sold his shares.
shit. I know, but I'm just saying, like, what they
Or
don't
building up
draft
to
well.
now.
They don't draft well,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like in the past, like now at now in this age they're getting better. But like when they went and got, Kimball Walker, they went and got Michael Gilchrist, it wasn't a good fit for Charlotte, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
And they went and got Adam Morrison, that wasn't a good fit. That was when it was the Bobcats. It was just a lot of guys that they want to get. Like at least with Melo, man, Melo gonna put butts in seats. Like
He
Melo
is.
is just a tissue.
He is.
He
And
might, you
young
know what
ones
I'm
too.
saying? He might not be that interested as deep on his defense as his offense, but he shouldn't have to.
Right.
If I'm cooking on the other side, y'all need to do something. You know what I mean? To acclimate the game, bro. Like so and they got some young pieces, so like that's not just count them out so early, bro. Like they still got some young pieces like Melo, Brandon Miller. They got a guy Richardson from Arkansas. Like they got some kids over there that gonna be all right. But in that game, Melo went and got him a 35 piece. He had 35. Like
You need some help with that. And I
yeah,
think they only
like
had like 89 or something like that game,
yeah.
man.
So he had 35. So he did his 1-2s, man. Like so they'll be all
Yeah, they
right
only
once
had
they start.
89 that game. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. They need some more pieces over there, bro. Like honestly, what would really go good over there is a nice veteran over there, bro. If they can get a veteran from somewhere, I don't know where they'll get it at right now. But yeah, if they can get him a nice vet from somewhere, bro, like can come in and kind of just like teach a culture, like somebody that I'm thinking in my head just off top, like if they able to get a Jimmy Butler,
Right. Hey, hey, man. Hey,
I'm talking about that thing will switch quick. You know what I mean?
it would. It would. It would. And speaking of him, well, let's go ahead and let's speak some on Orlando, man. Before
Orlando,
we
hey
off.
man, Orlando had a good game, man. First of all, Paulo Banchero, man, he gonna be out for a while, man. So he got an injury. But them Wagner brothers, them boys is nice too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Them Wagner brothers combined for 50 points. Franz had 32 of that. His little brother, Lil Wagner, he had 18, bro. Like they
Mm-hmm.
like that now. That Orlando team, like they're in a better position than Charlotte is right now
And they
because
got Contavious out there with them too, balling, man.
yeah. So like that Orlando team, they have a lot of young pieces, and actually they've been on the cusp and they coming up. Like last year, they was in the play-in, something like that. You know what I mean? So Orlando's right there.
What's our boy? What's our boy with the new nickname we gave him? Ain't he still down right now too?
Oh yeah, Pablo, yeah,
Bravo, yeah.
Pablo's still out. Yeah, Pablo's still out. That's who I was in. Yeah. See, yeah, I'm glad you brought up. But yeah, Pablo's still out right now. Once Pablo get back, because them Wagner brothers, them some dogs. Like a lot of them guys come from good programs, man. They got a kid named Jalen Suggs. He came from Gonzaga. Mox Wagner, he came from Michigan. So these guys, they all came like Pablo, he came from Duke. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of teams like little Cole Anthony. Anthony went to UNC. So it's a lot of these little young kids that come from some good programs that really teach you the game at a high level. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to excel. It's just about just gelling together and putting our talents together. They got a guy named Isaac. I can't think of his first name right now, but Isaac, another little young fella that's on the rise over there, bro. So yeah,
Yeah, man. And I know you had said you had spoke lightly on if they was to get Charlotte was to get a player like Jimmy Butler. And speaking about him, they dropped the game to Detroit, and I wanted to talk about this game because the Lakers lost to him, and people was trying to clown them, but Detroit is they like up and coming. It's not like they slouching or anything in any kind of way. They beat the Lakers. They just grazed by Detroit last night, 121 to 123. I mean, what do you think about Detroit right now, man? Because we talked about Tyler and we talked about Miami a lot. You know what I mean? In the last couple episodes when we were talking NBA and since they've been back. But what do you feel about Detroit right now, man? Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, and those guys out there, man.
Yo, it's crazy because like that Detroit team, that's a nice assemble of pieces, yo. Like, honestly, yo, they played the Heat. That was a really nice game. Well, like that was one of the better games of the night, bro. Like they had 7 players that had 10 points or better, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a really well-rounded performance, man. You got a young guy that's running the show, Cade Cunningham. They got another guy that can he could be starting and could be running the show too, Jalen Ivey. They got Tobias
Caden had
Harris.
21.
Yeah, they got Tobias Harris. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. They got all kind of a guy that's out there that can give you buckets like a microwave. Malik Beasley.
Bro, when you said that, I was just about to say that because benching had 21 on those guys out there, man.
They got a young athletic center over there, Jaren Duran. So like these is guys like they got some pieces over there, bro. Like he's easily a double guy. He can get you 10 points. He can get you 10 rebounds. He also can block shots. He remind me of like a Ben Wallace, like bro. Like he like that though.
He was one rebound away from getting a double because he had 19 and 9, man. He was one rebound away from it, man. And like I said, you not only Beasley, you had Simone. What is it? Fontechi. What is his name? I can't think.
I don't know. I gotta learn his name, but I know who you're talking about.
He had 10 off the bench, as well as like you said, Isaiah Stewart. He came in. He was 13-1-1 out there, man. They and the players that played out there, they had what? Outside of their starting lineup, they had 4 people play off of the bench, and all of them scored. All of them did good. Ron Holland II, he had the lowest out of the players in that rotation that they had. He had 2 points, a rebound, and that was about. He had 4 rebounds and an assist out of that. But I guess that's just further down the depth chart to see what he was going to do. But I think people are really sleeping on that team, man. I really do, because I didn't even know or Kevin Love was in Miami, man. Kevin Love had 2 rebounds and 3 points out there, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Kevin, he stayed out there, man. Kevin like it out there, man. And honestly, Miami like Kevin out there too, man. Kevin's still one of those. What I like about Miami, bro, they still have the old school mentality. Like they like to have veterans on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
Like good culture guys, good guys that you can like kind of lean on and you can kind of talk to, bro. Like
you down the type.
Yeah, bro. Like you see somebody that got that championship grit. Yo, Kevin Love, he won the championship. He's been to finals.
And so he's been a team leader too.
Yeah, so Kevin Love can offer that experience. But shout out to Tyler. You know what I'm saying? I am your hero, man. Like Tyler had a 40-piece, man.
Yeah, he did.
He had a 40-piece yesterday. Like he gave them boys. He emptied out the clip last night, yo. Like he gave them boys everything he had.
Bro, he had 4 steals.
Yeah, man.
And 5 rebounds. He almost had a double with that because he was 2 assists. He was 2 assists away from it, man.
Yeah,
5 boards with it, man. He was out there balling, bro.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know if that's little MPK or Stan from Eminem or Slim Shady. I'm like, right now, like he just playing like his hair on fire and he ain't got no head. So shout out to Tyler, I am here. He was hooping last night. Your son was in his bag.
And then Jimmy didn't even play last night, so you
Nah,
know.
Jimmy ain't play. Timothy ain't play. They did. Yo, Bam Bam. Bam Bam was out there. Bam Bam had 20 last night.
Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow was out there putting up numbers, doing Bam Bam things. You know, you know how that rocks, man. So all right, we got them out the way. Boston went down to Atlanta last night, man.
That's crazy. I seen
Still
that too.
116, 117, man. What do you feel about that right there, man?
Man, listen, you know what's crazy about this? If I would have told you, right? Let me tell you a story, yo. If I would have told you that um them boys, everybody from the Boston team played. Jalen Brown had 37, White had 31,
Yep.
Jason Tatum had 20. If I just told you those statistics right there and Trey Young didn't play in that game, what you would have thought?
I would have thought that the Celtics was gonna pull that out with a convincing fashion.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen like that, yo, bro. It
Sure
was
didn't.
crazy. Them boys, hey, they had them shooters with them. But you know what I'm saying? Atlanta was able to pull it out, man. They got a young kid over there, man. Jalen Johnson, man. He's special, bro. He had 18, 10, and 3. And like, he's one of those kids, like he high energy. He reminds me of like Kenyon Martin, like coming out of college.
Boom
Like
on you.
he's so athletic, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And no disrespect to Kenyon, but like I don't think Kenyon was just focused. Like it was like Kenyon was so like he was like such a high draft commodity. Like he was such the man. I think that kind of went to his head, bro. Cause like, trust me, like I played basketball at a high level, and I've been the man before. Like you know what I'm saying on the court, and like that shit get to your psyche. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, you know what I mean, strong enough to, you know what I mean. Like, but this kid Jalen Johnson, like he's special, bro. Like he's definitely gonna be one of those kids that we're gonna be talking about for a minute. And then
Mhm.
they got this other kid that was playing for Trey Young. Dyson Daniels,
Yeah.
slicing and dicing,
Yeah. DD had 28 on him, man. 28, 7, 6, and 3, man.
slicing and dicing. Yo, hey, that might need to be your nickname, young fella. Slicing and dicing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, you heard the hill hating debate first. Slicing and dicing.
We
That's
putting that up there. We putting that up there. We putting that up there,
Yo, you
man.
heard it here first. You heard it here first, because people be biting the twins sometimes, man. Hey, people be trying to, yeah, they be trying to talk like me, but you can't talk that talk. You can't talk that talk. Like, yo, man,
Right. I'd love to
I don't
definitely
even
give.
write it.
I love to definitely give out the
Yeah,
of the game last night to Jordan Walsh. 4 minutes and 23 seconds. 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, and 0 points. The
he must have been in the game at garbage
particular
time.
0, man. This man was out here doing less than what I could do out there on that NBA court, man. 4 minutes and 23 seconds. They believed in him. That man ain't do nothing but run. Man, where did they get players like this at, man? I didn't do nothing but get cardio, man. You supposed to be in shape. Straight flat line, man, all the way across. It was straight flat lines. And I know his check. Man, this man had the same amount of zeros as in his check on his stat line out there last night, man.
I know. Hey, but he might not got a lot of runs, so he ain't get no run. You know,
Well, if he would have
ain't get
got
no
a bucket,
run.
they would have won, man. If he would have got one bucket, they would have won, man. They lost by a point, man.
But that was a big win for Atlanta, bro.
It was, man.
That was a big win for Atlanta, bro.
Over Boston
Shout
without
out to
Trey.
shout out. But hey, I ain't gonna front. Atlanta got some young pieces over there, bro. They got some young pieces. Just be on the watch. Be on the watch for this, because I was one of those guys that was like, dang, why they let DeJounte Murray go? But they drafted really well, and they got some young pieces that, hey, I'm telling you. And Atlanta, that's a nice place to play at, man. That's a nice little play playing. Like, yo, for real, for these young cats that's coming in there, you get to see some. You see Bootsy on the sideline. You see 2 Chainz. You see T.I. Oh, hey, peace up, A-Town down, baby.
Hey.
Yo, all right. Oh, Future out there. Oh,
We talk about them, but I got 100 runs, 100 clips. I'm from New York. Let's talk about them and the Philadelphia 76ers last night.
what you talking about, man? Like, where is we really? Oh, man, listen. Like, all right, let's talk about it, man. I really like, yo. First of all, yo, like, it was a good team win, man. Yo, like, we had 6 people in double figures.
Yes, sir.
My boy, Jalen Brunson had 24. Paul had 21. Like, those was the guys. But the guy that was really leading us was OG and Ginobili. Like, yo, OG was out there, OG was out there balling, man. You know what I like about OG? He one of those guys that's just, he remind me of like them old San Antonio guys, like a guy like a Boris Diaw. It's like you can't really equivalent what the guy bring to the floor, but you want that kind of guy on your team.
He's what I like to call one of those blue collar workers, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm doing my job. I don't care what happens. I'm doing my job.
He one of those guys that can fix a lot of shit for you. You be like, damn, dog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need you to fix something in my car. Yo, you know what I mean? Oh, hold up, something in my house, you know what I mean? My light flickering, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, all right, I can do a little electricity. Oh, man, yo, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was just out on my boat and I was about to do, man, I do a little bit of that too. He's just one of those guys, he just, bro, and he always fix the problem. Like, damn, I ain't good. Yo, I'm at the job, bro, man. My computer acting like, oh, damn, I do a little IT work too for you, man. Hold on.
Whatever you need, man. How about Josh Hart with that silent triple double, man? 14, 10, and 12, man. He also had a steal in the block to go with that, man.
Bro, hey, I like him because
I always rock with him, man. He played with Kobe a little bit, man, before Kobe got out of here, man.
Son got a lot of heart, though, yo, like, for real. Like, Son different. I really like Son. Like, yo, Son is really different. Yes, because, yo, what people don't realize, yo, Josh Hart, like, 6'5", 6'6". Like, he out there, like, getting 10 rebounds, like, yo, so, and it's nothing but work. He just outworking, you know what I mean?
That's it.
I like it. And like, he really makes it look easy, bro. Like, and his decision making is like incredible too. You can tell he learned a lot along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yo, like, don't get it twisted. Like, he's from that Villanova team that was back-to-back champions with Mikal Bridges, with Jalen Brunson, with DiVincenzo. Like, that was the full, you know what I mean? The Rat Pack. That's why I didn't want to get rid of DiVincenzo so early, because I think they could have done something. I think they could have done something.
Right. That's also an element of scoring that they could have had too, man.
Yeah, I know.
He's so quick too, man.
Bro, they know each other like the back of their hands. And this is one thing I know, like, just playing basketball. When you playing basketball with somebody for a while, like a consistent amount of time, bro, you start to figure out some things. Things become easy. Things become second nature. It's like, bro, I know where you got to be. I know what shot you trying to get, bro. All right. Yo, hey, you the big man, so I know you want to, if I'm going to throw you the ball, you want to get the ball, you know what I'm saying, high at this point, or you want to get it low when I see you do this move, you know what I'm saying? Certain things just start to click. It's going to be just like the show, like, yo, the thing's going to be like, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to be, it get the running, so, like, that's what it is, bro. Yeah, and it's second nature. You ain't even got to think about it. I'd be like, dang, I already know Pete want to go on. I ain't even going to have to call you and be like, yo, what time you want to go on? Like, bro, it's going to be like, bro, all right, I'm already in the studio. Oh, damn, what you doing here? What you thought you was about to go on? Yeah,
I'm already here. You know what time it is.
Yeah, Black going to be, we be in there. And then just solidify, this is going to be, it's going to be up. Yo, that's going up, bro. You already know.
We had 2 of these. Judge on which one is worse. We had Aiden Well, Adam Bona, 36 seconds, straight zeros. We also had Matt Ryan. What? Matty Ice in the NBA? 8 minutes and 49 seconds. Straight
Nuts.
zeros.
Nuts.
Matt Ryan, man, you tricking these people. You out here janking it. You ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't even grab a board. 8 minutes out there. 8 minutes and 49 seconds of nothing. Who were you taking the place of in that time? They didn't need you. What was going on? What's the ups and the downs of you being out there 8 minutes and 49 seconds and doing nothing? I'll tell you. Come on, man. We cardio awards handing out, man. You know we got to give out 8th place trophies to be politically correct in this world and society we live in right now, man. I'm against it, but God damn it, we got to talk about it. Also, man, shout out to the draft tomorrow, 6 o'clock, man. The rec ball season is back on. Coach Pete in the building. You know what I'm saying? Buzz, I'm going to let you know how the draft go. If you can make it, that'll be love. If not, I'm going to let you know.
What time?
It's at 6 o'clock down here at Camden High School.
I ain't going to make it tomorrow.
It's all good. I'll get some videos and stuff of it so you can see who we working with. I'll make sure I do that.
Send that to me, cause guess what, I'm gonna be at the USC girls game.
Oh man, that's love right there.
I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna be excited to get back when I get back, so we can jump on the show real fast.
And while you out there, get some footage. In real time. Get some footage because they can't take your footage and we can put that up. Yeah, we can definitely put that up.
Yeah. What you think I'm thinking?
You know what I'm saying? You thinking what I'm thinking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know what I mean? We can go on and on and on and on about this right here, but wait a minute. It sounds like we about to have us a Boogie's take before we get out of here tonight, man. Boogie, don't wait for the Boogie's take for tonight, man. Let me hear what you got for me, man. You know I'm ready.
Is it my time, man?
The Boogie's take.
Man, listen, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Yesterday, man, as I'm sitting around, man, meditating, man, I see that, there was a game that came on. It was the Mavericks versus the Golden State Warriors. And as I, turned on my TV and started to partake of this, awesome sauce, I was like, oh, shucks, man, there was a guy out there, man. And there was a guy like, oh, your boy, Klay Thompson. There was a Klay Thompson. Yeah, man, they were celebrating. They had the sailor hats out there. Yo, we were celebrating him big out there in the Bay. We was chilling, word, bottles, popping bottles. And Klay went in. Klay went for 22, bro. But then, as I looked a little closer, and I realized, hey, first of all, and I did it the old school way, you know what I'm saying? We put the jersey to the back when y'all, but so let me talk my talk. Hey, first of all, the chef was in the building. Hey, I was talking to some guys at my job, right? Let me just give you some back material real fast. I was talking to some guys at my job. So, I told them what was about to happen. This is exactly what I told them. I said, the chef is going to be on tonight. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be handing out plates. And, I say, all the plates, is going to go for 30 for 30. You know what I'm saying? They said, what's 30 for 30? I said, that guy wearing that number 30, he's going to give you 30. You know what I'm saying? So, the boys didn't believe me. So they said, let's put something on it, right? So, I was just walking around just taking light things, man. It was said 10 right here, 10 right there. I said, man, but you can't go for a 30 for 30 unless you got 30 on it. So we put 30 on it. I was like, all right, that's what I like to hear. But needless to say, the chef came through last night, The chef had 37, man, 6 and 9. And I told him, I said, the chef going to do the night-night sign. And guess what the chef did? He did the night-night. But for real, shout out to Dallas, man. That was such a great game to watch, man. I'm not gonna lie. Kyrie went for 21. Luca was special. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still, anytime, like, because they was up. But as long as you got that 30 clip in you,
And you
you
good.
good. You
And let me
good.
let me
And
ask
you
you.
know what? I love that game because Clay really wanted to win that game. Clay
I'm
came out
happy
there on the
about them.
mission.
You
Clay
look
had
at.
six threes.
You see
Six
how they.
threes.
You see that dap at the beginning of the game? What you think about that, man?
It was a little, like, I ain't gonna front, you know what I mean? You could tell it was a little Annie on their chest, a little Annie, but you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, it's hard, like, it's hard. They seen this happen before, but they was all together. When
Right.
KD left, they felt that it was like, like, they felt slighted. It was like, bro, like, you know what? We've been doing this without a KD. And guess what? They know, and Clay know that energy. He know the energy over there.
Yep.
You don't think like, Curry and Draymond was like, we can still do this without him. And then for people who ain't watching, why does Clay wear 31?
Is that like Kobe versus
Who
Jordan?
who for thought?
Right.
Who for thought? But guess what? In the other guy's mind, this guy, as long as you got that guy on your team, and by the way, they're 8-2. Can I point out this for you real fast for all you fans out there? The last 4 games the Warriors played, the Thunder, they beat them, which they had the best record in the Western Conference.
Hmm.
They played the Mavericks, which was in the championship last year, and beat them. They played the Celtics, which is the NBA champ, and beat them. The only team that did beat them, which is probably, not probably, but which is the best team in the league right now, is the Cavaliers.
Right.
I'll
Spider
leave
Man
that
didn't
at that.
answer
I
that.
digress. Could we see a Cavaliers Warrior finals again? LeBron's not involved. Cause
That
that.
would be
Oh,
nice.
hold up, hold
I
up,
saw
hold up.
some posts today that
I'm
was
so,
saying
I'm,
that that Spider Man is the new king in Cleveland. I
I'm throwing
did
out.
see
I'm
that.
throwing out some hyperbole right here, Pete. I'm throwing out
Man,
hyperbole.
I'm letting you cook. Let him cook.
Hey, but Pete. Hey, what I do know is, as long as you got that 30 in the clip, bro. Hey, I don't care. Hey, that's my man's in them. I don't care who he going against. Everybody be like, what about this team? Bro, as long as you got 30 in the clip, he scored 7 of the last 9 points last night.
Look at this. Look at
7
this.
of them. 7.
Remember in Olympic basketball, this man
Oh,
saved.
oh,
Look,
he did
he
good in
saved the
there.
United States.
Oh,
Listen, he's the real Captain America. Because people forgot this man saved the USA in the
did he?
Olympics.
Did he save the USA?
He saved the USA because
I
we was
seen
about to
that
lose that.
too, Pete.
You know what I'm saying? We was about to lose that. Over 2 defenders with tight defense.
Hold up, but before, hey Pete, before we even got to the 2, he shot the thing. He sent the missile before that. And then guess what? The game before that, he saved with missiles. He had missiles in the other game too. He had missiles. Yo,
I'm on your black
what's that?
ass.
Hey Pete. I hate to say that because, hey, look, I don't want the government to be trying to come after. But did he have weapons of mass destruction over there?
Man, he had those WMDs out there, man. He had those WMDs, and whenever those things start dropping, bodies do too, man. I don't
Bro,
care if your hands up, it'll be man down. And if your hands down, it's man down. It ain't no defense for him. It hasn't been created yet.
Pete, the only person I've seen drop more bombs than Steph Curry is Funk Flex and DJ Clue.
Dropping them on him, man. Yo, I love that take, man. I love that whole take, man. I love every single part of it, man. Before we get out of here, man, do you got 5 for me?
Yeah, I got a little high five for you, man. I could do a little something, man.
Okay.
You want me to start? You starting or you want me to start?
Yeah, you go ahead and start this time.
All right, say no more, man. All right, we gonna go with uh Terrell Davis.
Ooh. Runner.
Mm, okay.
He's a true back.
All
He was
right.
a true back, man.
I got you. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But by mine, yeah, you good. Damon Stoudemire.
Point God.
Mm, okay.
You accept that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because he in that upper echelon with them guys. Um, Latrell Sprewell.
I ain't gonna say it. Man, first of all, he got one of the hairstyles I still get mine done in. The cornrows and let it hang in the back. That's one of them, but him, I gotta say unique. I gotta say unique. I've never seen a player like him before him. I hadn't seen one like him since he was here. He was a unique talent that I think if a lot of people took away from that choke and what happened later on in his career, the money problems and situations like that with him, they see a real baller that was really a dog out there. The man had defense and a heart like Patrick Beverly, had a game similar to Stacey Augman mixed with a little baby T Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of game inside of what he did, and this was just one player. And in that era that he played, it was different, man.
I like that, bro. I like that, man. I mean, the trail gets some knots, but the trail did go to the finals. He went with the Knicks with the Larry Johnson 4-point play. You know what I mean? If Patrick Ewing coming across the middle, like yo, a play that he's been made 10,000 times in his career with the layup, yo, like
That tire,
we'll be talking about something different. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, like yo, I like that, and I like how you broke it down in depth for some of the people that don't understand and know who Latrell is. I like the Stacey Augman with the T Mac was crazy because that was great right there because that was where he was at.
right?
All right, I got you. I got you. Moving on, Rasheed Wallace. Oh,
Technical, and I'm not talking about foul.
no, I know. You
Yeah,
talking about the game. You talking
yeah,
about the game right there. That's
yeah.
true. I
He,
like that too because like a lot of people don't understand that because when that's what put Detroit over the top.
yeah,
Rasheed Wallace
coming from
because
Portland.
he was in top five, 4 or 5. You can put him in 4 or 5.
Yep,
4 or 5.
yep.
All right, so I like that. All right, last but not least, I'm going to go with Ken Griffey Jr.
Go,
Yeah, yeah.
go. Best shoes, best game. Got to play with his pops.
Yo, son, I was worried that you was. I was like, yo, he better say something about the shoes. And that's
Man,
the
you better
first thing
stop.
he said. That's the first
In that
thing he
era,
said.
it was Dion. You had them Bowcross trainers, or you had James at that time, man. Or Harachis.
Bro,
That's when Harachis first came out. But man, even still today, you still rock them 24s, man. You still rock them 24s a day, man.
Facto. Facto.
All right, I got five for you, man.
What's goody?
Uh, the first one, I'm gonna go with Anquan Bolden.
Oh, consistent. 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 And hey, Antoine made that. He made them catches. It was crazy, yo. You know it's crazy, right? Because people probably don't know this, but Antoine was the original number one receiver
Yep.
with the Cardinals. But Larry was just that good. Like Larry was so good. Larry was so good. But ultimately, Antoine had the last laugh because he got a championship with the Ravens.
Yep.
He did win a championship, and he made some big catches in that Super Bowl. He made some big catches.
He's got some great hands out there, man.
Facto, facto.
All right. Wayne Gretzky.
The great one. What?
You better look. You better.
The great, yo,
And I'm accepting that. You already know if it was anything else,
bro.
I'd
Hey,
take
yo,
him
that's
again.
crazy because, like, yo, the great one had us. It was cool for us to wear those hockey jerseys back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
We won't because yo, you wear the Raiders, you can wear the Raiders, and then you wear the Kings jersey.
Los Angeles, man.
Hey, those shits was fire. Like I ain't gonna front. Like I ain't care what coach he was on. You can buy those in any coach he was on.
They had those starter jackets and hats with them too. Now,
Exactly. I know. I
remember,
know.
starter was limited. They didn't
I
have
know.
everybody.
They didn't have everybody. That was one of them you could get. I think that was my first one. Was the Kings. My
All
first
right,
one, the black and Sylvie.
you know it. The refrigerator Perry, man, number 3.
Oh man, cheat code. Cheat code. Hey, cause but
I
yo,
got you. Go ahead.
shout out to the Chicago Bears able to like yo, we gonna run this thing at the goal line with
Let them
you.
know. Let people know. The ones that don't know, fill them in on that
Yeah,
cheat code. What you mean
hey,
by it? 'Cause,
and
yeah,
then
they
like
don't
I ain't
know.
gonna front the '83 Bears. They had their own little video in the fridge. The fridge was the star of the show. The fridge was the star of the show. Bro, South Carolina's own. South Carolina's own. I forgot. I
Even
gotta,
was
gotta
in
say that part.
Wildcats the movie,
From South Carolina himself.
right?
The fridge, bro.
And
Hey,
look, even was
know
in the
y'all history.
Wildcats movie with Golden Hawn. I mean Goldie
Yeah,
Hawn, man.
know y'all history, yo. The fridge. Yeah,
He's that
yeah,
cheat code because he would run that ball in there too.
yeah,
Fourth
yeah.
and 3 to 4th and 6. Get in the fridge, man.
Who gonna stop that?
Shh.
He was like one of the top defensive men in the league. So who was gonna stop that?
The fridge. I mean, the minister of defense couldn't even have stopped that, man.
No sir, no sir.
For real, man. For real. All right. Number 4, EBT. I mean Brett Favre.
Yo, 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 sir. Hey. First of all, hey, yo, that's not play. That's not play. Yo, I want to eat better tomorrow. I want to eat better today, man. So if you really got, I not. But anyway, yo, no, gunslinger.
Word. I'll take it, man. And all right, man. Last but not least, man, I'm running with Bill Russell, man.
Oh man, winner, winner. Hold on, I can't just stop there. Winner, legend. You know what I'm saying? Activist, man. Like, yo, great man. Like, like coach, player, man, MVP, man. Like, we can keep going on, man. Like, did I say legend already, man? Like, you know what I mean? The late great Bill Russell, man. Rest in heaven, bro. Like, yo, that dude right there, icon, man, innovator, man.
He's on the
Hey, he
level.
walk, he walk, he walked for a lot of these kids to be getting what they getting nowadays, man.
and this is what I gotta say from that. He's on the Mount Rushmore with 3 other people that all should be on the GOAT conversation, but the game was so different and so old then. That
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore is Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West. I said Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. All right. Yo,
You know what I mean? Because those are the greats
yeah.
that, you know what I mean?
Pete, no discussion. Yeah, that is fact. That's facts. But for these young kids that don't know that, yo, honestly, yo, really, really tap into your history, man. I know you love the game as much as I love the game. You know what I'm saying? Know these legends, man, because these are the guys that paved the way, man, for you to be able to do whatever you are doing. You know what I'm saying? At the highest level. So, yeah, for real, man. Like, Pete, you said him out. Boy, you been on, man. Malcolm Pete over there, man. Malcolm Pete been on his bag today.
At home today, man.
I can't wait to listen to this because you've been in your bag today now. All right.
Man, you know how we do it, man. We got to bring it to him right, man.
Hey, that Southern Fried Chicken came all the way out me. You been in your bag today. All right, yeah. Hey,
he was even slow with it, too.
Hey, the cornbread, macaroni, the yams, I want it all. That's me.
Make sure none of them touch it, man. Let me get a sectional tray for mine.
And that's the NY that come out me right there. You don't let my food touch.
I don't want mine touching like that, man. I want all my flavors different. I like them for what they are, man. You know what I'm saying? Go mix mine up, man.
That's the city that come all the way up. Yo, son, how you doing?
If I wanted them together, I would have bought them together for the combo, but it's the side, so it need to be on the side. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's your son in my mind. Yo, that's crazy.
Hell yeah, man. Shout outs. Run them down before we get out of here, brother.
Hey, man, yo, shout out to the whole Hater Debate Squad, man. Yo, shout out to my boy, Young Black. Yo, we miss you, man, but you know what I mean? You know, you still present right here with us, man. Yo, shout out to all the viewers out there, man. Whatever you watching it on, whether it's your social media, whether it's Facebook, yo, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe buttons, man, because we are forever thankful and grateful for that, yo. Let us know, yo, if there's anything that we can improve on. We will definitely improve on it. If you want to shout out or if you want to be a guest to our show, man, just let us know, man. We are always susceptible to that, man. Shout out to my brother MVP, man, narrating and generating in this whole thing, man, yo. Appreciate you. Salute you, bro.
I only got one shout out because you named everybody. I want to give a shout out to one of our newest followers, Jesse Swindler, man. It's one of the people that's following Bugs. Was like, yo, y'all need to check the inbox. Y'all need to check y'all requests. I'm on the hold. And I was like, oh, I thought it was just, we got a female follower. I thought it was just what do they call it? A potential spam, but it was real. Shout out to you. And I'm sorry that I took too long to do it because normally when we accept these women on here, they don't watch the show. They don't care. They're just on here to promote their thing. And we're not doing that on this page. We keeping it all sports. We keeping it all moving. We appreciate you for liking, sharing, commenting, all that you do, man. We definitely appreciate you. And now that we got all of that out of the way, I hope y'all all have a good night. Boogie, you know it was always good. Always a pleasure to have you on the beat and the boogie, man. You know what we doing. Hater Debate. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be around. Y'all will see us Friday, man. 100. All right, Bugs.
One.
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is hate or debate.
Pulls up three-pointer.